It's time for our basic first mark sheet of the match. Let's see how Tom Moody marks players from the Delhi Capitals and the Royal Challengers Bangalore.
Basic First, specialized platform for JEE Main Advanced, NEET and 6 to 12.
Right, Tom, big game for the Delhi Capitals and they needed their big boys to stand up. Andrik Nokke has become one of those big boys and he delivered on the night. 3 for 33 of his 4 overs. How would you mark him out of 10?
Yeah, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a good performance, took some key wickets. Clearly, it's one of the strengths of Delhi Capitals is that two-pace prong attack with Rabada. But Nokia, out bowling his fellow countrymen and bowling with, again, good pace and taking some important wickets.
Shikhar Dhawan has had back-to-back hundreds. He's also had back-to-back ducks going into this game in this season. He managed a half-century on an important night in a run chase. How would you mark him out of 10? Yeah,
look, I'm going to give him 8.5. I thought it was a good innings from Shikhar Dhawan. On the back, it's never easy for a player. It doesn't matter how much experience you've got to sort of recapture that rhythm and form straight after a few small scores. But he showed, his pure class this evening. And yes, he didn't see it all the way through. But he certainly got his side a long way close to the finish line.
He had help with Ajinkya Rahane, Tom, 88-run partnership between the two. Rahane back into the team after what's been a tough season for him. How would you mark him out of 10 for his 60?
Yeah, look, I thought it was an excellent inning, so I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. Didn't quite finish it as well as he would have liked to have, but still, it was a quality innings, and to recapture that form that we all know he's capable of doing after having, as you said, a lean season for his standards. He's a world-class player, so, he stamped his authority on the IPL tonight.
All right, just one more batsman that had a half-century today. That was Devdutt Padikkal. Continues to impress this season. How would you mark Padikkal out of 10?
Yeah, an 8 for him, an 8 out of 10. Again, he continues to impress, doesn't he? He's a very stylish-looking player, and he's got strokes all round the ground. And I think he's just going to go from strength to strength. He's learning a lot. We've got to also recognise this is his very first year in the IPL, and he's dominated in a team that's got a couple of superstars. So an excellent performance from him.
Now let's mark those superstars. Padikkal and RCB, you think, would have wanted a little more from Virat Kohli in a big game. And they managed 29 of 24, including a middle overs period that you were rather critical of. How would you mark Kohli out of 10?
Yeah, I think I'd just give him a pass at 5 out of 10. He got himself settled. He had a chance as well. And normally when a player of that calibre gets a chance, they tend to make the opposition really pay. But it wasn't to be tonight for Kohli. Again, in those middle overs, he got a little bit stuck and they're only going to run a ball. So just the 5 out of 10.
Now, AB de Villiers did manage a little cameo, 35 of 21. He's done more freaky things when he faces 20 balls in the IPL. But it did take them to a score which at least took Delhi Capitals beyond 17.5 overs. How would you mark AB out of 10?
Yeah, I'm giving him 7.5. It wasn't quite the demolition sort of effort that we tend to get from AB, but it still was enough to get them into some sort of competitive total above 150. Ideally, they needed 170, but that wasn't down to AB de Villiers. That was more down to, the first sort of 2/3 of the innings that didn't go as smoothly and as quickly as they would have liked.
All right, Tom Moody, thank you very much. That wraps up our basic first mark sheet of the match.
Basic First, specialized platform for JEE Main Advanced, NEET and 6 to 12.